Today, I'm going to be giving you a closer look at this touchscreen watch from LinTimes. Now, this is marketed, it's called a kid's touchscreen watch, but because of the sizes, it said probably for people 12 and up. Now, I'm not sure because of the simplicity of the designs, it would be good for kids, but this is definitely not like a small kid sizing, more of a teenager type watch. Let me just show you the sizing here. So I've got it on the smallest that there is, and it's still loose and sliding around my wrist. Now, my wrists are pretty tiny, but yeah, this is huge, like on my 8-year-old who really, really wants to wear it, but it is so big. Anyway, so here is the digital display screen. This one is very, very simple. There's no like timers or anything like that. The only thing that you have on this display is time and date, and it's simple to set and easy to manage and take care of. So it also comes in one color. Now this is marketed for boy or girl. As you can see, it's got a larger face on it and definitely a thick band, so it's not like a super petite one for girls. However, it is a bright pink band. I think it's called a rose red in the product description, but this is a pretty bright and vibrant pink. So it's not exactly a gender neutral color, but you could wear either gender if you are comfortable with that color as a boy. So some details on this. It's got the pink band, and the digital display color is red. So you've got a red display screen there. So it is touch screen, so you do everything by this one touch button right here, which I'll show you more in detail how to set it and things like that. So the digital display is in standby mode. So if you've noticed here, you know, I need to hold it in order to get the digital display to come on, and then after a few seconds, it will turn off like that. So it's definitely energy saving. Will save on that battery life. So it's got an LED digital date and time that it shows on here, and you can't just accidentally trigger it. You do have to hold your finger there for about 2 seconds in order to have that display screen come on. So there's your time, and then if you touch it again, it will show you the date. So it is April 12th. Then you touch it again, and it'll go off. So or it'll just automatically turn off. Okay, so it's recommended for kids 12 and up. Now this material here is like a rubbery material. It's a PU, and it's really flexible and seems pretty durable. Now this watch is also water resistant, or it has water resistant properties. Now this is not one that I would say, sure, wear in the pool, wear in the shower. Don't do that. Just in your daily life, if it should happen to rain or you're sweating or something, it does have water resistant properties there. But if you have this wet, you're like caught out in the rain, it's recommended that you not press the button in order to activate any digital things. And so definitely don't take this into a hot shower or wear in the pool. This is not one of those that is okay for you to submerge in water. But should it happen to get wet, this band is not one that's going to get upset, and it is protective glass on here. So it should be okay and at least have some kind of water resistance. Okay, so again, to turn this on, right like this, we can see the time. Sorry, my camera's having trouble focusing. And then it'll automatically turn off. If we go and hit this again, then I'll show the date. And then when you hit it again, it'll go to a countdown. Second hand, and then back to the time, back to the date, and that's just what it scrolls through. Okay, so the instructions for this aren't super, super helpful, but I'll just go through quickly on the display how you can set this up, and it is pretty simple. So if you are going to turn it on, you'll hold your finger in here so it's on, and then press it again to hold into place, and then you can see that you can go through and set, whoops. Okay, so as far as setting goes, you got to be kind of quick about it. Okay, so you can set it for 12 or 24 hour. So I'll hold that in. Oops. So mainly when you're scrolling through things, you want to hit. Okay, so there's gone off. Mainly when you're scrolling through things, you will want to hit lightly to scroll through, and then when you want to set it, you hold it in for a couple of seconds. Okay, so I'll stop talking and go through the options there. Okay, so 12 hour, so I will long press that. Then it goes to the time. Now you can set that hour there. See how quick that was. Okay, so you can set the time right here. You can do the hour. You can set AM and PM. You can set the minute. Okay, and then you'll long hold it in. Okay, this is just the second watch. And then this would be the year right here. So 2017. Okay, and you can also set the month and the date. So it's just a matter of how you're touching it. So when you're setting this, you do want to long hold it in order to set something in place. And then if you're going through the options, you just quickly light press it. And then when you find the one that you want, you long hold it in. So it's pretty simple to go through and set that time, the year, and the date on this watch. So it's not super difficult, and you just have one button here, and it's a matter of what you do with it is a matter of how how long you hold it in. There we go. So just another quick look at this off the wrist. You've just got that touch button right there. Again, you're not going to accidentally be turning it on. You really have to hold it in order to turn on that time. Flip to the date, and then it will just turn itself off. Okay, so the screen is nice and a nice square look. You can see how thick it is. Here's your back, and the battery's inside there. And then this is a really flexible band. It is super thick also. So if you've got a smaller wrist, you're probably going to have it closed off there. So you have your little clasp here, and then you have these nice two things. So if you have a lot of extra hanging off like me, you do have those two things to keep it in place so it's just not flapping. So that's always good. I always appreciate these on watches. So that's been your closer look at this touchscreen watch from LinTimes. It is super simple and straightforward. This one doesn't have any alarms, any special things like that. Doesn't connect through Bluetooth to a phone or anything like that. The only thing on here that you're setting is your date and your time, and that's pretty much all you use really on this. So simple setup, simple to use, keeps accurate timing, nice LED display screen that's easy to read, and it's a nice screen size, and you can see that at least half of that big screen is used with a digital display. So this whole section right here. So you do have large numbers on there, so you can see it from a distance. And that has been your closer look.